Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic. It actually rained at night. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from. The county or the country in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Amolo Odinga yesterday chaired Azimio Parliamentary Group meeting in Nairobi. That meeting is significant politically speaking for two main reasons. Number one, Raila Odinga and Azimio had actually named 5-member team to lead discussions with their Kenya Kwanza counterparts. By the time of that meeting, Kenya Kwanza had not named their team. So for me, that's significant because it seems Azimio are in a hurry while Kenya Kwanza are taking their sweet time. Number two, if you look at that meeting, there was the absence of Martha Karua. And of course, there were rumors that there was serious disagreement over the formation or the appointment of the team to negotiate with Kenya Kwanza. So I want us to go into that meeting and probably look at what was discussed inside that meeting. To begin with, let us go through the statement which was shared by Philip Etale, who is the communications director of ODM party. Etale is saying, Azimio Parliamentary Group meeting, it says, the Azimio leadership today held a consultative meeting with members of the coalition's parliamentary group where they affirmed the coalition's commitment to dialogue between Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party and Kenya Kwanza Coalition. The meeting held at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation offices under the chairmanship of coalition leader Honorable Raila Odinga resolved to support Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka-led team to the dialogue committee. So which means the discussion was about that team which was appointed. So they were committing to support it, and it proceeds. Other members of Azimio dialogue team are Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, party leader, DAP Kenya, Opiyo Wandayi, the leader of the minority in the National Assembly, Honorable Okongo Omogeni, Senator Nyamira, and Honorable Amina Mnyazi Malindi. Other leaders present, and I want you to pay very close attention here, other leaders present at the meeting included Honorable Kalonzo, Honorable Mwangi Waheria, Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, Honorable George Wajakoya, Honorable Peter Munya, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, and the former governor of Laikipia, Honorable Deritu Murithi. 65 members of parliament attended the meeting. So it means over 60 members of parliament actually attended this meeting. So it shows you that this meeting was significant. But for me, I'm interested in the politics surrounding this particular meeting. And that's why I want to ask you to spare a few minutes so that I can explain to you guys the objective of this particular meeting. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you guys once again to Smart Data Analytics.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Mogoi Nyabuto. I recently graduated from Smart Data Analytics. This is a course that took us 3 months between March and June, and I was lucky enough to recently get a job, and I want to thank Jackton for the opportunity that he gave me and our instructors for all the work that they put in. I learned about this opportunity through social media. I came across a video.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us get back to the main issue. The meeting which Raila Odinga chaired yesterday at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation. Why do you think Raila Odinga and Azimio held that meeting? And why is it that Kenya Kwanza are yet to show signs that they are interested in these particular talks? Maybe we'll look into that in future. But for now, let us focus on why Raila Odinga chaired this meeting. Number one was to avert any possible fallout as a result of this particular handshake. The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga learned his lessons during the handshake with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. You know, when Raila Odinga entered into that handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta, he left behind Kalonzo Musyoka, he left out Musalia Mudavadi. Raila Odinga left out other NASA core principals, Moses Wetangula. He went alone as Raila Amolo Odinga. That created a lot of friction in NASA. Actually, the collapse of NASA or the fallout in NASA is actually attributed to the fact that Raila Odinga went into that handshake minus his core principles. So I tend to think that Raila Odinga is trying so hard to avoid a repeat of a similar situation. Remember, the news around is that when Raila Odinga named the 5-member team, there was kind of disagreement. And that can explain why Martha Karua did not attend this meeting. Because, for example, I've always told you that in politics, nothing just happens out of mere coincidence. No explanation was given whatsoever why Martha Karua was missing. So that's number one. Number two, this meeting was called to discuss serious concerns which were being raised by ODM as a political party within the Azimio coalition. The truth of the matter is that ODM feels that they are carrying the Azimio coalition on their back. That when it comes to demonstrations, majority of people who goes out there, ODM. But when it comes to sharing of this power, it's about the coalition. And that majority of other coalition parties are not doing much to advance the agenda of ODM. In fact, let me just play for you this clip by Robert Alai, who captured the feeling of ODM party in Azimio.
Involving the other leaders?
I don't think it's a problem with Azimio. I think the problem is we are pulling too much weight, especially as in ODM. Mm-hmm. We are doing a lot of work for some members of Azimio who are doing nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think that it's fair for Honorable Martha Karua and her team to start making crazy demands. Mm-hmm. When even her polling stream in our own village, she couldn't deliver 700 votes. Mm-hmm. You know, even if my old village, leave alone my ethnicity, didn't want Fred Ndimuli, and I said I'm going to help Fred Ndimuli be the MCA of Onjiko Ahero ward, Onjiko Awasi ward in Nyando, I will deliver 700 votes. Mm-hmm. The president of the country, the most powerful person, could not deliver his own stream. Mm-hmm. But when we went for Mandawana, the first one, it was all about Uru. Farm raised, some few trees here destroyed, sheep which you can't account for. Second one, Chama inaenda. My party is being taken over. It was all about him.
So you feel ODM is carrying all the weight for us? We are carrying
the weight for, not only as me, I think we are doing the work for President Uhuru. President Uhuru has a problem with President Ruto. They need to solve their problems. Mm-hmm. As in ODM, we need to be so military focused on what is for 2027. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do about party recruitment of members? Because I believe that if we leave things as they are now, in another 3 months, UDA will have more members than ODM in most of the ODM strongholds.
So now I get you. If I get you.
Number three, Raila Odinga is keen on rallying his troops behind this agreement. He wants Azimio to move as a unit. In fact, for me, I don't understand why Raila Odinga is doing this. While if you look at Kenya Kwanza, the way they are behaving, the way they're moving at a very slow pace. Azimio for that matter is moving at a very high speed. So where are they going to converge? It means there's no goodwill from Kenya Kwanza. But Raila Odinga, in my view, is interested in this deal and he wants success. But for him to succeed in that, it means he must carry along the troops. And that's why almost 60 MPs attended this meeting for a very long time. In fact, yesterday there were jokes that people like Peter Kenneth were already lining up at Raila Odinga's offices. So that's number three. Number four, in my view, Azimio, in my view, also met to discuss the strategy for the talks. And one of the strategies is how can they thwart any attempt by Kenya Kwanza to frustrate the talks? Because they've already called the Mandamano off. That was the only language Kenya Kwanza was understanding. Kenya Kwanza is likely to give them their names maybe before the end of the week, let's say today or tomorrow. they are going to name their members there. Of course, they are also still pulling different direction because Rigathi here, you know, those competing interests in Kenya Kwanza. But Azimio were discussing their strategy for this talk. How are they going to emerge victorious? How are they going to navigate any issues which is going to arise? And number 5, in my view, it's also about providing the details. You know, the meeting was between Ruto and Raila. And according to the information, there were other 6 individuals who were involved from the background. So Raila Odinga needed to explain, provide details to his troops. Otherwise, without doing that, rebellion. So he had to explain to them that this is it. This is what we want. This is how we are going to achieve it. And this is probably how or what we agreed on with William Ruto. And lastly, it was about introducing this team, the 5-member team, which is being led by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And of course, for those who are on this channel, I did a comprehensive analysis about the appointments of Kalonzo, the appointment of Eugene Wamalwa, and probably Opiyo Wandayi, and the 2 others, why they were appointed. That video is still there. I'm going to share the link. And ladies and gentlemen, that's my take. May you have a good day. Look, ikoaje leo? You know, today it has it rained, so the weather in Kisumu is conducive for this. Those who are in Kisumu and you are not used to seeing me on a suit, chances are that today tutakutana kwa street. Yeah? Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Mogoi Nyabuto. I recently graduated from Smart Data Analytic. This is a course that took us 3 months between March and June. And I was lucky enough to recently get a job. And I want to thank Jackton for the opportunity that he gave me and our instructors for all the work that they put in. I learned about this opportunity through social media. I came across a video where the director Jackton was being interviewed by Janet Rangi, and I got interested in this opportunity. I watched the video to the end, and I must say I bought into this idea, and I told myself that I have to take up this training course. So that was back in late 2022, and I got into it, and wow, I learned a lot from the time that I spent there. And there is so much that we learned, including SQL, Excel, Python, Alteryx, and Tableau. And I would encourage anyone that would like to enroll that this is a lifetime opportunity that you'll not want that it passes you. I was in cohort 13, and I believe they're still enrolling. So I would really encourage anyone that this is a life-changing opportunity to everyone that is interested in joining Smart Data Analytics.